What's up, YouTube, and welcome to the video of the games I picked up during the month of November 2018. Didn't do much travel at all this month, so pickups are actually kind of light, but definitely got some stuff that is very interesting, some things that I have been wanting, and some things that I didn't even know existed. Definitely got this month. So let's go ahead and let the cat out of the bag with the big one to start off. I got a very interesting promotional item for a 16-bit console that I didn't even know existed. Yes, I am referring to the Bloody Wolf camo bandana that was a mail-away promo item for the TurboGrafx 16 game Bloody Wolf by Data East. I had no idea this promo actually existed, and it even came with the original envelope for the mail-away with some cool little TurboGrafx stamp on it, on the front and the back, and the Bloody Wolf logo in the corner there. So very neat. I got this off eBay and currently devaluing it by wearing it right now, but I thought it was kind of cool and I just thought I would show it off. So probably going to put it in a frame and display it with my TurboGrafx collection once I get it all set up. But just one of those oddball promotional items that I just didn't even know I needed to have, but I definitely had to have it as soon as I saw it. So that was definitely the highlight of oddball stuff I got this month. We're going to move on to a few other things I got this month, but it was overall pretty light. Big news for me was this month I got some new game hardware, and this is a console that I have passed on buying multiple times, but it is finally time to get one as the prices are just now starting to drop. And of course I'm referring to the PlayStation Vita. I got the 2000 model, which is the revised second edition of it, that some people feel is a little better than the first one. It's a little bit thinner, I guess, but others feel it is not as good as the original edition because the screen's a little cheaper on this version. Yes, I am now a member of the PS Vita cult, as I refer to it, because the game selection is so obscure that there is just a very odd following of people that are into the very obscure type games that come out on this system. I would say I have kind of a love-hate affair with the software library. There is definitely a lot of obscure stuff, but it's not necessarily things I am really into playing right now, like RPGs. But there are some cool games that are coming out for it nonetheless. Definitely a more interesting piece of hardware than I was expecting. Been playing it a lot this month, and definitely enjoy just having it around the house, if not taking it on the go with me. I got it at a pawn shop, and it was a pretty good deal. It came with this carry case that a budding young anarchist owned, I guess, at one point, and also had 5 just loose games inside the case, as well as a charging cable. All the loose games were crap that I had no interest in playing, so I've already sold them off, but that is giving me some money to buy some games I do want to play for the system, so I'll show you the games I picked up this month for the Vita so far. First one of these is Muramasa Rebirth, which is the enhanced version of Muramasa from the Nintendo Wii. Played it a lot on the Wii and didn't really fall in love with it. I think the backtracking that was a big part of the gameplay in this turned me off, even though the art style is very cool, and I definitely like games with ninjas. So I'm giving it a second chance this time, and so far definitely enjoying it. They did make some nice enhancements for the Vita, so far it's pretty fun, and it seems to be one of the few true action games on the system. Another game by the same developer, Vanillaware, is Odin Sphere. I'm not going to try to pronounce the German word that comes after that. And this is a beautiful hand-drawn 2D action RPG. So far, haven't made it too far into this one, but definitely enjoying it. I believe it's just a remix of the original PS2 release, and just some remastering and better graphics. Probably could have got this on the PS4, but I didn't. I just decided to go ahead and grab it for the Vita since I'm in Vita mode right now. The next one of these I got is an RPG, and I figured I should get at least one of the ones that is exclusive to the system and is one of the bigger titles for it, and that is Tales of Hearts R. I have no idea what the R stands for or refers to because I've played very little of this one so far also. I would say my first 30-minute impression of this is that the story is kind of kiddish, so I'm hoping it gets a little bit better as it goes along, and does look very good. I mean, I will say that. You can tell this one had higher production values probably than most of the RPGs that have come out for the system, so neat little exclusive for the Vita, and maybe I'll give it a little bit more of a play coming up soon. The last Vita game I got this month is one of the bigger titles, I guess, for the system that came out very early in its life, and that is Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Obviously, you can get this game on many systems, but the Vita version does have a unique touchscreen feature, and you could pretty much just tap along the screen and easily perform combos with the touchscreen if you really just want to see like the fireworks of the gameplay without actually putting a whole lot of thought into it. So interesting little side feature they added to it, and kind of fun to play. So that is so far what I've got for the Vita, along with a couple games I already had that I got when I bought the PlayStation TV, which let you play the Vita games on the TV. So definitely looking for recommendations. I know some of you that watch my videos are much bigger Vita players than I am. If there's anything else that I have to have on the system, I am definitely interested in your opinions. So please feel free to let me know in the comments. Next game I got is yet another Vanillaware release, and this is one that I'd waited on getting as well. This is Dragon's Crown Pro for the PS4, and this is, of course, a remaster version of the PS3 game with 4K graphics and all that good stuff. Interesting release in that it only came in a steelbook case with this little slipcover thing, and GameStop was actually blowing out new copies of this for 20 bucks, so I couldn't really pass on it much longer. Figured it was a good time to go ahead and grab this one. So been meaning to play this all month, and it's kind of just been sitting on the table, so I'll probably be playing it in the next couple days, but really the Vita's been occupying my time this month so far. So looking forward to checking this out. Also barely played the PS3 version when I got that one years ago, so hopefully that'll be pretty good. I think that one's supposed to be a little bit more action-y than, you know, Odin Sphere by comparison. Next is a couple Game Boy games, and both of these were sealed. Very unusual local finds that I got on both of these. First one of these is one of the Wisdom Tree Bible games for the original Game Boy, one of the unlicensed titles, and that is Joshua and the Battle of Jericho. This is a game I just really needed loose for my Game Boy collection, and then stumbled on a sealed copy. So I may sell this off and just get it loose and pocket the rest of the money, and get it something I would much rather play. But definitely interesting to have another Wisdom Tree game in my collection, as these are really shoddy. But there's some interesting stories behind how all these were made. So neat little unlicensed game for the Game Boy. Another game I've really been wanting for the Game Boy Advance that I was looking for complete and somehow stumbled into yet another sealed copy was Metroid Zero Mission. This was one that, again, I've been looking for quite a while and just haven't really sprung on it yet, but this one was for sale at my local chain store, which was selling it for the exact same price they would as a loose cart-only copy, because they don't distinguish complete games for cartridge-based systems. So very nice deal on this one for sure, and I think this is yet another reason why chain stores that sell used games aren't necessarily a bad thing, because their computer systems don't necessarily know all the different tiers of sealed and complete and all that collectors truly chase after. So sometimes it really works in your favor if somebody trades in something like this that, you know, you never know. You end up getting a sealed copy, they just didn't play it, sat in their closet, and they just dumped it with a bunch of other used games. So very cool to get this. Again, now I'm kind of in a dilemma mode, because do I open this and play it like I've been wanting to, or just get another loose copy to play in the meantime and keep this sealed for the collection? So stay tuned for the decision on that one. So that's about it. Actually, a very light month, like I was saying. I got one last game. This was one that is for the Japanese Mega CD, or the Japanese version of the Sega CD, and that is Ernest Evans, one of the early Wolf Team games that came out for the system. This came out in the US, but it only came out in cartridge form on the Genesis, and I assumed it was the same way in Japan, with this Mega CD enhanced version on the shelf over there. However, it's kind of a weird situation. This is the only version that Japan got. There was no cartridge version, and then we got the cartridge version after the fact. So sounds like it's pretty much the same game, except they have eliminated the cinemas and things like that that were added to this version, which is what made me want to check it out. This game's known for having notoriously strange animation of the main character, and I've always find it funny anytime I'm playing it, so looking forward to checking out the Mega CD version. I've already got the Genesis version in my collection as well. But yeah, that's about it, and also want to give a shout out to the artwork. It's pretty cool on the Japanese version. So that's about it for the month. Like I said, not a whole lot this month, and looking forward to seeing what I can find over the coming month. I've got several packages on the way from Japan right now, and I was hoping to get for this video, but for some reason they just didn't show up in time. So anyway, thank you for watching. Please take a moment, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you soon. Have a great day or night, wherever you are.